from the Audible Entertainment Studios, your premier podcast for the Hickory, North Carolina area. In the Mix with Audible Entertainment. We talk about anything and everything.
We got a good one for you today, folks. Oh, man. In the house with us, we got Bubba.
Yeah.
We got Adam.
Yeah.
Mr. Brian Hollifield.
Yep. What's going on?
My name is Chris, hosting this thing for you. Know what it is, Audible Entertainment. This is In the Mix. All right, so we've had a lot of questions about this over the last, year, I guess? At the year? Yeah. What happened to the vault? We're going to touch on it today, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a lot of people that's got misinformation. We got a lot of people that don't know what really happened, rumors circulating. We're going to fucking clear that up today for you.
Let's get it from the horse's fucking mouth.
Yeah.
He got locked up.
Don't let me out.
I had a few locked up there.
All right. All right. So the vault, ladies and gentlemen, started off strong, man.
So strong.
Yeah, they had a DJ there. Not going to name that company.
Hey, was that Moose Knuckle?
Yeah. So anyway, that it just didn't work out, man.
Motherfucker don't mean nothing to me. I'll name drop him. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. He absolutely sucked. And then Chris Stevens was doing a little something on the side. Brought him in for one night. Shout out to Chris Stevens. He was my first hire, but they brought him into the vault. And I don't know what him and Chris London got into it about, but they let
music. Music selection. I'll tell you exactly what it's about.
Music selection.
Anything you want to know, you just ask me, and I'll tell you what it was about. It was about fucking music.
Hollyville. He's got a bus pass tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
Yeah, absolutely. So they got into it, and I think some of it was overpaid too.
Wrong choice of music.
Yeah. So anyway, and then I got a call, a text from Chris London. Hey, good DJ in here. So anyway, we went from just doing Thursdays to eventually Thursdays and Saturdays?
Saturdays, yeah.
Because he had Fridays for band night.
And it was popping.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you were not there for this era, it was so busy. It got to the point where there was a line outside, 20, 30-minute wait. They opened up. It used to be a bank. Anybody that doesn't know, the vault was a bank. That's probably where the name come from. And
the vault was still in there.
They roped off the outside area because, ALE's freaking retarded in North Carolina. They roped out the drive-through.
Preach.
And was selling drinks out the drive-through window, right?
While you waited to get inside.
Right. So it was like, well, we got to serve them. We're going to keep them here. They're going to have fun. They can still hear outside, whatever.
Money.
So we had a good run for a while. We did some Fridays there, and then we brought they brought in Latino night, which was popping on Fridays once a month, right?
That's what kept it floating.
Yeah,
at the end. Towards the end, that's what kept it floating.
So, guys, the real backstory of the vault, and you guys that were around know how great it was, and it was the spot to be. Well, Chris London accused one of the other business partners.
Let's back up.
What? Yeah.
So the vault opened with 3 partners.
Yeah.
3 partners, and
which was Chris.
2 of them were money men.
Well, yep.
And 1 of them was sweat equity.
Yeah. So we'll call the 2 money men M, and the other one was B.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So we got rolling. I came in 2 months after the vault doors opened. There was some big LR bullshit that happened. Big fight on the patio. Dude got laid open with a bottle. And Chris London decided, hey, I need some security. So that's how I came into the picture.
Okay.
And at that point, I knew a little bit of what was going on. And then I really got I was the dirt under the rug. You know what I mean? Anything that went on at the vault, I knew about it.
You was that fly on the wall.
I was the fly on the wall. And then one of the partners sold out. Okay?
Yep.
Once one of the partners sold out and a silent investor came in, Then Jay wanted to start looking at books.
Mm-hmm. And that caused a problem.
Tax time. That's whenever I guess red flags started being thrown around.
Yeah.
So the rumor. And that's exactly what the fuck we're going to call it. We're going to call it a rumor.
Okay.
Never once seen any hard evidence. Never that B and Little J was taking any money from that place.
Okay.
Okay, point blank. I was told they were. Never seen it.
Yeah, right.
Never seen it. So that's where the accusation came in. Once the silent investor came in. She wanted to start seeing the books. And that's when red flags came up.
Okay. And so basically what we're talking about here, ladies and gentlemen, is there was money missing. And the new investor...
Allegedly.
The new investor obviously wanted to see where the money was because it was time to do taxes, right?
See.
So, yeah. So, what ended up happening is B got accused of embezzling money.
And his father and his girlfriend.
Right.
Which was the manager at the vault.
Yeah. Yeah. So, which is, all right. They're still in court about it, so we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, they ain't.
So, what, really?
No evidence was found.
There you go. So they settled.
All receipts were shown and proven, and so let's back up though. Let's don't put the cart before the horse.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
let's don't put the cart before the horse. We'll get to the
Get to the meat on the plate. Let's keep going with the appetizer at the moment.
Fuck my life.
Yeah, we're skipping over the chips and salsa. Going straight
all I'm going to say is accusations were made.
Yeah.
Okay. Fingers had to be pointed somewhere.
Yeah, and they got to point it in the direction of.
And at that point, makes you wonder who embezzled what. There was definitely some embezzlement going on. Hands down, embezzlement going on, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But I never seen proof of the allegations towards B and Little J that were part of the vault owners. So, bank accounts were drained. Couldn't close them because there was multiple names on the account. But bank accounts were drained and door locks were changed. I mean, to me, that's illegal as fuck to begin with.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And so for the next year and a half after that, all I heard was, first of all, it started out as it was $75,000 embezzled.
Okay.
Then it was $100,000 embezzled. Then it was $45,000 was embezzled. So I never got and that's what threw the red flags for me. There was never a specific amount. It was always a different amount. It was always something different every time it was talked about. This amount, that amount. They done this, they done that, they done this, they done that.
That's a lot of indiscrepancies. Like,
correct.
75,
what kind of
45,
time frame?
Like,
what kind of time frame from opening till this occurrence?
So check it out. If when we first started popping, so the vault opened in June
of
4 years ago. I don't know.
Okay, 2020.
Yeah,
roughly.
My math it sucks like forced. So anyway, we were doing 10, 15 grand weeks, easy. Sometimes more than that. Sometimes more than fucking that. We'd do $7,000-8,000 on a Saturday night.
Easy.
Mm-hmm. Not counting the rest of the week or the Thursday night.
Well, I remember a couple of nights we broke 10
easy.
On a single night.
Easy.
So, like, there was some weeks that
So there was
like
a lot of money there.
Oh, yeah.
There was a lot of money there. So how the fuck do you make that much money and not have nothing to show for it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Especially when you're putting Old Forester in the fucking Blanton's bottles. But anyway. So we said we were going to be politically correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but we ain't throwing out no names. We just if you know, you know.
Yeah.
If you were connected to the vault or that area, you fucking know.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
So anyway, accusations were made. Never a specific amount. It was always 75,000, 40,000, 120,000, blah blah blah. Okay. And talked about how much money C put into it. Okay. When his part of the business was Equity Sweat.
Yeah. For those of y'all that
Didn't
don't
put
know,
a fucking dime out of his pocket to build that establishment.
right. So
You heard?
those out there listening,
Not a dime.
Sweat equity is basically you do an agreement with investors and
You
all
work
of
for your fucking percentage
Yeah,
of that business.
right.
Your labor accounts.
Now,
for
what
everything.
what I do know firsthand, is that so when Chris and all of them started this, Chris was homeless,
C.
and whatever, it's getting put out there. He was homeless and didn't have a vehicle or nothing. So part of the agreement was housing and a vehicle
See,
to make all of this work and function.
the vault paid for percentage of his rent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So basically, we fast forward a little bit, and we're the downfall side. This is what we're getting to. So the new man in charge with no pushback from other partners.
Who embezzled what?
Yeah, but so we get to this point to where it's like all these crazy ideas that he had for the vault, he starts implementing, effectively running off the crowd that was there. Meaning, all right, so look, I'm from a live music background. I love live music, play guitar. I've been in bands. I love it. However, he was bringing in a band before the DJ on Saturday nights. So the band would be scheduled until like 9:30. Well, the DJ typically was starting at 9. Whichever one of us it was.
Waste of fucking money.
So he's paying for these full bands. 10:30 rolls around. The band still ain't off stage. We're not starting until 11. People's coming in ready for the DJ. They see the band playing. They
Turn
hang
around
out.
and leave.
They either leave immediately, have a drink, and then leave because the band's not stopping.
Hey, do you know how many chicken heads I stopped at the door and was like, hey, just slow down.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. Well, we want to shake our ass. I was 20 minutes. Give us
Right.
20 fucking minutes.
Right, yeah.
I saved a lot of that shit from leaving.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
90% of the
Hell, how
time,
do you
we'd
have
be
the-
standing out there with you, waiting to.
Hey, Lo, I'll get you a free fucking drink. Just sit tight. Let me get you a drink. I'll get you a drink.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like I ran recon one night. I did a wedding, and I came to the vault, and I sat in the parking lot for like half an hour and counted 37 people walk in and right back out.
Mm-hmm.
In a matter of half an hour. That's 37 people at least spending anywhere from $50 to $300 per person for a tab. Easy,
Hey, can I be the elephant in the room for a minute?
Bubba.
I guess I'll leave.
Can I be the elephant in the room for a minute?
Yeah,
you know that those were business decisions made that was poor ass business decisions.
Absolutely.
But let's be real. I mean, we're sitting here talking about this shit. Let's be real.
Let's do it.
So let's throw out the fucking racism card, and let's throw out the and excuse me, folks out there, if I'm incorrect, but the gay and lesbian community. I don't know how you want to address that. Where was there comments? Was there things that made those people in society uncomfortable at the vault? Absolutely.
Yeah, it was
Absolutely.
It was posted on social media.
Yeah. It was no secret.
Yeah.
And just because you hire a black man to work in your kitchen and you have a female lesbian that worked in your kitchen, you can't use that as a fucking excuse to say you're not racist.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah, you can't say, oh, we're not racist. I got a black man or a fucking lesbian in the kitchen working for me. We love all people.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but
then why didn't you show that fucking love when they come up to buy a drink?
and see, like true bigots use that excuse.
Hated,
and overall,
hated,
bigot,
absolutely
it
fucking
just-
hated Apple Pay. Somebody come up to use Apple Pay, and he'd be like, "No, fuck that shit," Or they'd order Alaskan Thunderfuck. I want Alaskan Thunderfuck. No, you're going to drink a beer and a whiskey. It's like, motherfucker, you are open. You are open to the public.
Yeah.
If you're going to be open to the public, then you accept what the fuck walks in your door,
Oh yeah,
whether you agree with it or not.
yeah.
Bottom line, whether you agree with it or not. So, now I will say, well, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. Never mind.
I'll say this,
Um,
and I know that.
But you know where I'm coming from.
Yeah,
That alone, to me, is one of the biggest things that killed the fucking vault.
one of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know there. For a little bit, me and him butted heads on playing the song WAP. It was huge, right? And I get it. Like
That goes back to that Chris Stevens shit. What kind of music's being played?
Yeah, it was a very vulgar but popular song. However, for me, it was like, man, I got 20, 30 drunk bitches on the dance floor.
Asking for it.
I don't give a fuck if it says shove a fucking, motorized dildo in my ass.
Chicks
Like,
will
I'm
come
gonna play
up.
it.
Chicks will come up
see-
to me and ask me, "It's like, will you go ask Chris to play that?"
See,
Right.
that's like when that song came out 3 years ago, that was one of the most vulgar songs. Now look at all the new songs that all these people listen to in a club. Like we play at Dive Bar and stuff like that. Like that is the music they want to hear. Like certain artists, like Sexy Red. There would not be one Sexy Red song you could have played at the Vault.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You worried about hearing the word pussy over the radio, but yet you want that little 22-year-old girl over there you sleazing on to show you her pussy.
Exactly.
What's the difference? But anyway, I had some girls leave one time. It's like, hey, where you going? It's like, well, the creepy drunk guy at the fucking bar, and I'm like, what creepy drunk guy? Show me. I'll get his ass out of here. Oh, wait, it's the owner. My bad.
Sorry.
Here, let me give you $10. Let me buy you a drink at Shooters.
Oh Jesus.
But it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah. So poor business decisions that when it gets he very much had something in his brain that he wanted to do, regardless of the racial and LGBTQ.
Yeah, it's called 1988.
It was like, and I get it. Like I said, I love live music, but he was literally catering to like 15, 20 people off the lake for live music, and that's fine. But like, you just didn't structure it right. You didn't start it early enough. You didn't end it early enough, and you ran off consequently a lot of people. And a lot of those people that got ran off were people that had mommy and daddy's credit cards.
You damn right.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of that revenue was just flushed out the door. And I'm like, dude, you got to be kidding me. Like, you're making the dumbest decision. And I will say this also. So when B and J were involved heavily,
that
it was
motherfucker was making money.
it was a lot more smoother. They had a lot more hands-on going. So, like, for example, they were there for the first parking lot party. And shit was done. Like, I got there to sit up and shit was done. It was ready. We had meat thawed out. They were cooking. They were selling this, doing that. You put the other guy in charge of everything, and no meat was thawed out. There was, I showed
Meat
up.
wasn't even fucking ordered. What do you mean thawed out? It
Right.
wasn't even ordered.
Well, that too. Me and you were out there roping the parking lot off because it hadn't been done. Yeah, where's he at? Nowhere. This is your fucking business, and you're fucking complaining about.
I cared more about
money.
the vault than he did.
Right, yeah. You were complaining about money not coming in, but you ain't doing a fucking thing to help it.
Bro, do you know how many times I told him, I said, hey, just stay home. Let me handle it.
Yeah.
We got this. Let me handle it.
And I'll say this, on the fucking nights.
But there's no 22-year-old girls at home, so
Right.
he couldn't do that.
But on the nights he wasn't there, it went smooth. It went fucking butter smooth, man.
I remember one night I was playing.
I
there,
remember
and
when I lost my mind.
They was having a hot dog special.
Right.
All you could swallow.
And
Baby.
Bubba's like I was the main course. and
Swallow that dirt
and I was
hole.
outside. I was standing with you and T, and
Yep,
we was
yep.
out there, and
And the bartender come up and she said, "Hey, we don't have any hot dog buns." And he was like, "What?" And so y'all called, and he was like, "Oh, well, Brian can just go over to the place and get some hot dog buns for us." And
Brian did everything.
and you was like, "I'm on my bike." "Yeah, well, you got saddlebags. You can put them hot dog buns in your saddlebags."
Nope, sorry.
Oh, dude, it got the last couple months I played there. Every time I showed up, the bartender was waiting on ice. I get the ice machine was in the
Yeah, it
fridge,
was fucked
but
up. Well, you ain't
but
got no
I
goddamn
get there
money.
at fucking
You can't
8
buy no ice, baby.
I get there at 8 o'clock at 8 o'clock at night, and you've been open since when, and you have
Yeah.
no ice.
Three-
It's like,
three
what
or
the
four.
fuck? Like, just
Yeah.
ice. It's not even a big thing. There's an ice machine across the street. Like,
So let me tell you something, man. The staff ran the vault.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
yes, y'all
Yeah.
did.
We ran the fucking vault.
To the
If
best
it
of your
wasn't,
abilities.
if it wasn't for Courtney and Heather and Jessica and all them girls, man, they'd go above and beyond. We're supposed to be doing parking lot events and shit. Here it is, an hour and a half before we get started, and nothing is fucking done. Nothing.
Oh, yeah.
And those girls had to
Mhm.
run around like chickens with their heads cut off,
Mhm.
and they did a phenomenal job to pull off what we pulled off. Realistically,
Oh, yeah. I'll say this, and I've said it before, probably to everybody here and people that are not here. The vault was one of those situations when it started, after we got a few kinks worked out, right? Everything just meshed and came together.
it was self-maintaining, dude.
Yeah, like it, and this is
Revolving door.
well, yeah, and the reason being was like at that time, some of the staff that was there and bringing people in, and it just worked, right? Yeah, $20 in the parking lot.
I know that's right.
No, it was like
Shit, I got that shit for free. But anyway, go ahead, keep going, bro.
yeah. No,
Sorry for your loss, bro.
I even told Chris London that. I was like, look, man, I was like, I'm super grateful that we were able to come in and provide quality entertainment for you guys. That's awesome. However, it wouldn't have mattered what entertainment that you had here had it not been the right staff at the right time with the right people and all that stuff. So it just meshed. I mean, they had a great staff. This was back when Mia was there. Layla,
Yeah.
Layla was there. Let's see, little Jay, she was still there. Now, look, that chick could have the worst possible day, and you'd never know it because she's still smiling, upbeat, like
I know that's
amazing.
right.
And that's
We still
what it
buddies.
took.
We
Yeah.
still buddies.
Oh yeah.
We stay in touch.
Yeah, I talk to them occasionally. Yeah,
We stay in touch.
but the vault was just one of those situations, man, that came about and happened. 'Cause
It was like
just-
home.
yeah, it's like everybody came.
That's where I started in
It was
music
like home,
altogether.
bro.
That's where I
Mhm.
sang my first karaoke song ever public. That's where I met Chris and the entire Audible crew. That's where
Yeah.
I made friends that I'm still friends with today. Like whenever it was popping, it was absolutely popping.
I'm telling you right now, if I ever open a bar, it's going to be the Vault 02 or some shit. I mean, it's going to be
2.0.
yeah.
The vault
no,
unlocked.
not 2.0, not 2.0. It ain't going to deserve that.
Just
high
call it
of
the
a
vault
number.
unlocked.
It ain't going to deserve that high of a
Everything
number. It's going to be 0.02. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I still like that same vibe.
Oh, yeah, it was-
bigger,
it was good.
bigger,
Yeah,
Bigger.
definitely needs to be bigger.
more bathrooms for sure.
Yeah, definitely bigger and more bathrooms. That'd be
Hey,
great.
did we touch on a minute ago? We talk about embezzlement and shit. But when motherfuckers walk out of the bar with bottles of Buffalo Trace and shit, is that not embezzlement too, or not?
Probably. That's
Gang,
definitely
gang.
because that's traceable.
Gotcha.
That is traceable.
I was just
100%.
curious. I was just sitting here thinking about that.
For a friend.
Asking for a friend.
And the 22-year-old shots. Does that count? That's just free. That's a given, right? You get that with
Yeah.
your salary, right?
Yeah, you get that
Okay.
with your
Yeah,
salary
yeah.
when you're trying to,
I got you.
trying to groom the 22-year-old at the bar.
Right. Hey. Now, sometimes they were 25.
We're not even going to talk about the cocaine.
Sometimes they
on the
were
bar.
25. Ooh wee, baby. So I mean, we can step all over that too if you want to. I mean, I got all night. We
How about,
can talk whatever you want.
how about the locked closets and stuff, that the staff have to get into? For,
Right, the ones I had the key to.
Yeah. When they get locked and the bartenders need extra beer and shit, but can't get to it.
Yeah,
Man, I've seen some fuck shit, bro.
yeah. There was no cameras in that closet either.
No, because I was instructed. So I put all that shit in. I did all the cameras and all. I was instructed not to put them in that closet.
Oh, I remember.
Suppose that's where money got stole from and shit too. The one place where there's no fucking camera.
Allegedly.
Or what about when certain people were running the bar and they would collect money that's supposed to go into the drawer but goes into their front pocket?
Oh yeah.
Or
Them front pockets are deep.
or you come and pick up the deposit from the night before and you throw the deposit slip in the trash and put the money in your front pocket.
Damn. Yeah. See.
Why can't you order no goddamn chicken wings?
I hope that on some level, Investor Jay listens to this shit.
You know, bro, I about one time made a fucking phone call.
You should have.
I swear to God, about made a
I'll tell
phone
you
call.
this.
Okay, listen, but they took care of me there.
Oh yeah.
I'm not
for
going to
sure.
lie you, and I'm not going to kick them in the dirt for that shit.
Yeah.
So you know how you got that one friend, right?
Yeah.
So you got that one friend. You love that motherfucker to death, but he does some grimy shit that you just don't agree with.
Oh, I've had one.
Like beating down women and shit. Like
I've had one or
I just
two.
wouldn't. You know what I mean? I like you and I can hang out with you, but there's something about your fucking ways that I just cannot stand.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was Mr. C from the vault. Some of the shit that he did. I told him one time he had me. Let's just throw it out there. All right. Let's just throw it the fuck out
Let's
there.
do
So
it.
this dude was from another country.
Yeah.
And he walks into the vault and he's got a book bag on.
Okay.
Did you search his book bag? You got your gun. I'm like, for fucking what? That foreign guy's got a book bag. Might have a bomb in it or some shit, you know. So check it. So check it.
The vault's on the National Registry.
But let's back up. I looked in his fucking book bag, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bro had a computer in his book bag. Hands down. He had a laptop.
I mean, that's
He
normal.
fucking worked at a call center, I'm sure, from India or wherever he was from. And I'm not being racist or nothing like that. I'm just saying he worked at he had a fucking Apple Mac in his backpack, bro. It wasn't a crackhead fucking put together piece of, HP. It was a MacBook. It was a nice computer. I let him in the vault with his book bag. Why? He got dropped off by an Uber and he was on foot. Didn't have a ride.
Well,
I let him in. He also ordered either a Whistle Pig or a Woodford. He ordered a high-end, a decent high-end whiskey, right?
Yeah.
He goes back over there in the fireplace area, the lounge.
Oh, yeah.
So he goes back there to the lounge, and he sets his book bag down, and he's sipping on his drink. 10 minutes, I had somebody come out to him and say, "Hey, man, did you see that guy back there?" And this was just a customer. Like, "Yeah, I seen him." It's like, "Is he good?" I said, I searched him. I patted him down. I searched him.
Yeah.
He's got a computer. So 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes go by, right? 10 more minutes go by, I'd roughly say. Probably wasn't even fucking that because damn paranoid motherfucker. It's probably 5 minutes. And then here comes Mr. C. Mr. C comes out and is like, "Hey, bro, I'm going to need you to ask that guy to leave." I said, "For fucking what?"
Yeah.
He said, "He's making people uncomfortable." I said, "Okay," because of his bag. I said, "Okay." I said, "I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to walk back here and talk to old cat." And I walked back there and I went to him. I said, "Hey, bro," I said, "You making some people uncomfortable with your book bag?" He's like, "For real?" I'm like, "Yeah." I said, what's going on?" He's like, I met some girl and I'm meeting some girl here for a drink. I Ubered here. I live in Charlotte. I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, can I hold your book bag outside? You're making some people." He's like, "I'll just go." He's like, "Why you need to hold my book bag?" And I said, "Well, you're making some people uncomfortable." Long story short, that dude felt so violated.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
That he fucking he ended up leaving. I apologized to him multiple times.
Yeah.
I was doing what I was paid to do because I'm security and it is what it is. But I went to that motherfucker and I told him, I said, "Do not ever ask me to do something like that again. I will not do something unethical. I will do not ever ask me to do something like that again."
See,
Right.
all of us
because
growing
of his
up.
book bag.
Yeah,
That
all
was
of
not
us
because of his
growing.
book
Yeah,
bag.
all of us
Because he was a
growing up in
foreigner with a book bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of us growing up in the age that we have. 1999, 2000. Okay, somebody sitting there with a laptop in a bar. Maybe. Today we all have a fucking computer in our pocket.
He was going to steal information.
Exactly. But when you put the fact of him being a
He was going to hack the fucking
foreigner
Wi-Fi.
in on it, they didn't give a fuck about the computer. It was
No.
aesthetics. It was aesthetics of a character from what they saw.
It's like
was
grow,
his-
and that's it.
That was
Yeah.
his
grow the
race,
fuck
and that
up.
was his
Yeah.
Grow the
Yeah.
fuck up. man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I told him, I said, don't ever
ridiculous.
ask me. Don't ever ask me to do something like that again. I will not do that. Don't.
Oh no.
If next time you tell the motherfucker yourself. You tell
Yeah.
him yourself.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
That you know, and that's crazy.
So that's that friend.
That's just one.
That's
that's
that
just
friend.
one instance.
That's
There's
one of
plenty.
many. We could do this all night. That's one of
we
many.
could literally make this a 3-4 hour
Yeah,
episode.
I've had that at other bars that I've talked to Chris about, like a certain one in general
Yeah,
that was directed for their birthday party, and these were regulars that came into the bar. I won't mention the race.
Right,
It
yeah.
was a racist remark. I was told to even stop playing any type of music and play 80s, rock, and
You ain't
country
telling me.
because the owner was uncomfortable. And the funny part is, the only 5 of this race were standing at my booth, tipping me 20s and 50s for this guy's birthday to play certain songs. Dude, I made almost $400 that night on tips, and they didn't bother nobody. They didn't talk to the girls coming up there. They hung out in their group by themselves. They weren't causing a problem, causing a scene. They were just dancing, having fun. That's all they were doing. And I, because of the owner, had to change my music status, and I even had to go over and be uncomfortable and apologize. Be like, guys, the owner just asked me to play some music. They requested some songs. That's all I said.
Yep.
Well, I drawed the line when I had the fucking hit put on me by the gangbangers.
Ah.
I
Yeah.
drawed the line when I had the hit put on me at the gangbangers because I turned people away and was told to turn certain people away and certain things away, dress and shit. Well, of course, I don't want to see your fucking underwear. I've told people
Yeah.
plenty of times, hey, bro, can you pull your pants up for me? I don't want to see your fucking underwear.
Yeah.
There's a dress code. It's part of
Mhm.
the dress code. That's what it was. You know, everybody's out to have a good time. I don't want to see your dirty ass stained underwear and shits. Sorry, pull your pants up.
For sure.
But when nah, I can't say that.
It's one
I'm
thing
gonna
about.
have
It's
the
one
fucking-
thing about.
I will have a
clothing.
goddamn death threat on me again. I gotta be careful what I say.
It-
but-
it's one thing about clothing. It's another thing for it to be about the color of your skin.
Correct.
Exactly.
Correct.
And then
Right.
you become the face. Just
Correct.
because you're the messenger, you become
Correct.
that face they look at now.
So I literally had my AR behind the brick wall at night while bouncing. I'm like, there's no. It's a fucking bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no sense in that shit. You are open to the public. Be open to the public. If they cause a problem, we'll handle. If anybody, I don't care if you're white, brown, green, purple. If you cause a fucking problem in the bar, we'll handle it. That's what I get paid for.
Yeah.
But until you cause that problem, take their fucking money. Take their money. Take their money.
It all spins the same, counts the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get.
So
yeah.
needless to say, after the whole embezzlement thing and the da-da-da-da-da and this and that, and then you notice we went from 250 people a night, we went to 180, we went to 100. I mean, even our parking lot parties and shit went. I mean, they were booming. They were doing so well. Even once we had even once we had it figured out with the law, the sound and the noise, how what notch to turn it down to not piss all the fucking neighbors off, and we still had fun. And you know,
Yeah, I mean, what there was?
Chris London ruined a motherfucker.
Yeah, there was like 350 plus for the first parking lot party.
Yeah, it was
Easy.
big.
Yeah, it was a good time. I mean, the vault was always a good time. I mean, it just
Because he wanted full control. If he wouldn't have wanted
Yeah.
full control and left it with everybody being a partner in it, everybody having their hands in it, but no, narcissist people can't do that.
Yeah.
They want full fucking control.
I think one of the things I liked about the vault DJing there was like there was nothing else to do but pay attention to the music.
Yeah.
So like dive, I mean, I love dive, and you know the dive's great, but like you got pool tables and you got games, and a lot of these bars you got stuff like that. But at the vault, it was like alcohol,
You
and
was
some
there
food,
you
'Cause
was
it was
there
such a
when
small
it-
venue.
You controlled
It was there for the socialize and the
Yeah.
music. That's what you were there
and like
for.
you knew you were ready
and the
to
sluts.
dance. Well,
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. That's why I started. That's why I started bouncing. It was all about the chicks at first. It was like, hell yeah, I'm single. I'm gonna meet some chicks. Hell yeah.
yeah. Well,
Lead
you
her
know,
down.
you know what they say though. Red flag 101. If she comes up and knows the bouncer and the DJ, it's a wrap.
Yeah, hang it up. You ain't taking her home tonight.
Yeah, that was just the thing. But yeah, so a general recap: the vault started off great, and then went downhill due to poor business decisions and some other reasons.
Management.
Yeah, it was a thing, man. You know what? Cheers to the vault, because I'll tell you what.
I miss the fuck out of it, bro.
I
do
miss the
it
whole
out. I miss
Yeah.
it.
I miss the way it used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, the vault is the same here with everybody.
2022, bitch.
Well, the vault, yeah. Take me back. Fuck it. Take me back to 21.
2022, bitch.
No, the vault facilitated so many, not only like relationship with like
Agreed.
couples, friendships that spurred from that.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
So
Agreed.
like, obviously, I wouldn't know you. I wouldn't know Forrest. I wouldn't know Bubba. I wouldn't know Adam without.
Yeah,
Honestly.
because the first time I
know me,
met
but it's
you
probably
was at
from-
the Vault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might know because
So-
they'd probably kick me out of some other fucking bar.
Well, yeah. But guys out there listening, if you were around for the vault, man, congrats for being there through that era. If you wasn't there, you guys missed a hell of a time for sure. So here's one. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to the vault.
Anybody's feelings got hurt in that motherfucker, I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
man.
but
If the shoe fits, strap that bitch up.
Exactly, like we talked about. If you felt offended by it, well, then you know it was you.
Hey, like the dude said, hey, I told him we can do it the easy way or the hard way. He said, what's the hard way? I had to go back inside and get his hey dudes because I knocked him the fuck out of him.
We hear you. All right, guys. So that's it right there for this episode. We gave it to you, the raw dog vault story. Obviously, there's so much more in the background we could go into, but that's the gist of it. You got an idea what happened now, so you guys take that with you. Take it how you want it. We'll see you next time. Love you. Mean it. You guys take care.
This has been a production of Audible Entertainment, LLC. Don't forget to check us out on social media, as well as audiblentertainment.com. Thanks for listening to In the Mix.